The European Road Safety Exchange is a project that helps member states to learn from one another. We have 12 countries working together on telling one another what has worked and what could also work in another country.
It's a very innovative idea. It's bringing together 6 countries who are struggling to reduce their death and serious injuries with 6 countries who've had a bit of success in driving those figures down and stimulating the transfer of knowledge and capacity building between them.
And this goes from enforcement to infrastructure, protection of vulnerable road users and data, for example.
I'm sure it's going to be an exchange of experiences both ways, and we're happy to share our common experience. Although we are an intaking country, I'm sure that we're going to drink from the wisdom and the experience of other countries, namely Ireland and Sweden, but also in the different suburbs we have positive experiences that we can share with them.
To take the experience from the other country and to implement in our country, because we need not just because here in this day we learn it's not necessary just to develop the infrastructure. It's not 100% that will help you to decrease the fatalities and the victims. You must have complete measures that will fulfill our goals.
Bulgaria is definitely one of the countries where high improvement in road safety can be achieved. We look forward to seeing the good practices and also the bad practices and learning from them in improving specifically road infrastructure and enforcement chain in Bulgaria.
On the Polish roads, on the local roads, we have a lot of accidents, unfortunately. That's why the government support the process to build a safety infrastructure. It means that for the next decade, for the next 10 years, the government will be able to allocate more than 8 billion euro for the support this kind of process.
We'd like to learn especially from Swedish counterparts on their Strada systems, because we just started deploying the system last year on serious injuries, and we'd like to improve our database and try to learn about the best practice that exists in participating countries.
We think that the 2 main fields that we are waiting to have some benefits are the motorcycle safety, where in Greece we have the highest fatality rate in Europe. Secondly, with exchanging practices for speeding. So by exchanging practices, I think we will have some good results.
With 25,000 people losing their lives on European roads every year, there is certainly no time to need, and we need to take any possible action to try and improve this situation. European Road Safety Exchange will help some member states which have a greater potential to improve their numbers, their figures, to look at what better performing member states have done so far and to learn from their experience, to apply it at the national level and possibly to reducing deaths and injuries on their roads.
In 5 years' time, I hope we are sowing the seeds of change here and that this will make a real difference. There's a tremendous enthusiasm and a spirit of determination in each of the countries that I've visited along with ETSC in setting up this project, and I'm really very optimistic it's going to produce great results.